ICE immigration officials are now raiding the homes of U.S. citizens and stealing nearly everything they own. Last Thursday, more than 20 armed officials who identified themselves as being members of ICE, of the U.S. Marshals, and of the FBI raided the home of a mom and 3 underage daughters in the middle of the night, forcing them outside into the rain, nearly unclothed, and tore apart their entire house before taking with them all of the family's possessions, including their life savings, which they had on them in cash due to the family having just moved to the state of Oklahoma. These officials knew that none of the women and girls that, again, they forced outside into the rain, half-dressed, they acknowledged not a single one of them were any of the people that they were looking for that were named on the warrant. But this home, this mom and 3 girls had just moved into, is a rental home. And apparently one of the previous renters was named in this warrant. Didn't matter that this person no longer lives there. Didn't matter that this mom and her 3 underage daughters don't know this person in any way. I still came in, destroyed their home, humiliated them, and then stole all of their possessions. And then on top of all of that, ICE would not even give the mom a business card to identify one of them or tell her who she should call to get any of her possessions or her money back. So I need you to hear me very, very clearly when I say this, particularly if you, like me, are a white person. Your status as a citizen, the skin color that you bear, no longer fucking matters. You do not have to in any way be connected to someone that they are looking for. You no longer have a guarantee that you could not have your entire life destroyed by these ICE officials in the name of going after illegal immigration at any time. If you can't bring yourself to care because of empathy for other humans, if you can't bring yourself to care because you love our democracy or you love America, at the very least, at this point, you should fucking care because you should care about yourself. And at this point, there is no one who is safe from this happening to them. This mom and her 3 little girls, fully innocent, citizens of the United States. They moved to Oklahoma from Maryland. These are U.S. citizens. This mom now no longer knows how she's going to put food on her table for her children. She doesn't know how she's going to feed her kids because ICE took all of her money, left her destitute, destroyed her home, ransacked her home, traumatized her little girls permanently. We care so much about protecting the rights of women and girls in this country, right? That's all that conservatives have wanted to talk about for the last several years, about how everything that they do, every immoral, evil, cruel action that they take is in defense of little girls. So I sure as fuck better see every single one of you out in the streets protesting this, because there were 3 little girls, 3 little American girls, since that matters so much to you, who just had their entire lives wrecked. Lifelong trauma. There is no amount of following the law. There is no amount of being a U.S. citizen for your entire life. There is no amount of doing everything by the letter of the law any longer that will protect you from ICE. Because this mother and her 3 little girls did all of that. And they still came in and wrecked their lives and stole from them and refused to identify themselves. Oh, and when the mom asked, hey, my little girls were asleep, so they're barely clothed. They were just in their little pajamas, and it's summertime, so like no one goes to bed wearing a full sweater and long pants, and it's raining, and it's cold, and it's night outside. I want my little girls to be able to put on clothes so they don't get sick. Those 20 armed federal agents, most, if not all of whom were men, told the mom to have the little girl change in front of them. Because again, it didn't matter that they were U.S. citizens. It didn't matter that they were innocent. It didn't matter that they were fully unrelated to the people that they were looking for. Because Donald Trump has explicitly told ICE that they no longer have to treat anyone they interact with like human beings. So if you are still not speaking out about this at this point, full stop, you are a white supremacist. That is the only remaining option. That's the only remaining thing. There are no other plausible deniability or justifications any longer.